Okay, so here I am with my new purchase, a Carrera e-bike, a Carrera Subway e-bike, which is a hybrid e-bike. I've never had an e-bike before. I've not done any cycling for a very long time, but with all this COVID-19 lockdown nonsense, I'll be needing to start work again soon. And I don't really want to be travelling on the bus as I used to. Now it's about 8 miles each way for me to cycle from the outskirts of Newcastle into the centre. Which with my old tired legs, I wasn't sure that I'd be able to do that and do a full day's work. So the idea is to try one of these e-bikes, which I've never tried out before, and see whether the electronic pedal assist help will actually allow me to get all the way there and all the way back and do a full day's work without getting totally exhausted. So the bike has just been unboxed, and what we get. So one thing I'll mention is this came from Cycle Republic. The ordering process was very straightforward. It cost just shy of £1,000, so about 970 odd pounds, and was dispatched by Cycle Republic within about 3 days. However, they use Parcel Force as their couriers, and that wasn't particularly a very good experience. Parcel Force kept on telling me that my parcel would be delivered on a certain day, and then I'd stay in waiting for it, and it didn't turn up, and that happened 3 times. I had to keep on calling Parcel Force. So if I were you Cycle Republic, I would think about using a different courier system, but obviously there are some caveats to that. But in the current COVID situation, maybe shipping compounds isn't quite as straightforward as it could be. So what else do we get? The bike comes straight out the box like this. So the handlebars are at 90 degrees to the front wheel, so we're going to need to sort that out. It has one pedal attached and one not. The battery's not in place, but otherwise it's pretty much ready to go. We've got some boxes here as well, and we will try and quickly open those to have a look at what's in them. So this one just has the second pedal that I will need to fit. What else do we have? There should be a pair of scissors around here somewhere. I can see what I did with them. I left them over here by the camera. Never where you want them. Let's see what's in these other boxes. Here, this looks like this is the battery, or the battery and the charger. Maybe that's just the charger. Anything else in that one? No, that's empty. And in this one, so I should mention that one of the reasons I'm making this video is because when I was looking to buy an e-bike, didn't know much about them and had a look online, and there were a few reviews around for e-bikes. Many of the e-bikes I was looking at were around about £2,500, £3,000, which wasn't really what I wanted to invest. And I don't know if it's actually going to suit me, whether I'm going to be able to make it. So I was looking at the cheaper ones. So to me, £1,000 for a bike isn't particularly cheap, but actually compared to my bus season ticket, it's not that bad at all. So in a couple of years, I would have paid that back in the season ticket if I can cycle the bike every day to work and back. And the Carrera Subway, which is a Halfords / Cycle Republic own brand, had some very good reviews about the quality of the components and how good a bike it was. But other than 1 or 2 good reviews, I couldn't find much to actually show me what the bike looked like, or how it would be to put it together and how it would be to ride. So what I'm intending to do is make a few videos to give you my feedback on, once I've put it together, ridden it, how much does it actually help you, and can I make it on the commute by bike? Because I've never thought I'd be a cyclist, but this COVID thing has made me think about finding a different way to get in, so that I'm not mixing with so many people and risking catching anything. So in this, here we have the battery. That's quite a hefty beast. It weighs quite a bit. So one of the things with these e-bikes is that they are quite heavy. So if you're not using the battery or the battery goes flat, I've heard that they can be quite difficult to pedal. Again, I'll report back on that when I see what it's like to use the bike without the electric assist. So I'll leave it there for now, and I will come back and show you once I work out where my tools are to put the pedals on and straighten up the handlebars, and then after that it should be plain sailing. Okay, so we've got the tools that we think we need, but we will see. We've looked at the video on the website. The first thing we'll do is take off all of the packaging, which looks like we don't need a pair of scissors for that. Maybe we do. And that comes off, and we just want to check it to make sure there's no damage anywhere. It was in a big box, but it looked like it had been battered around a bit. There were holes in the box. So hopefully it's all fairly intact. It looks like it is so far. Got some marking that needs a bit of a wash. We've got probably going to break things if we don't use a. Okay, so it's got a little reflector in the wheels. Let's start cutting off these bags. I think that's probably. Let's try not to cut through any wires or anything while we're doing it. Okay, that's the little computer for setting the level of assistance. And it's on charge at the moment, as I may have already shown you. Saddle doesn't seem quite as unforgiving as I thought it might. It seems like it might be comfortable. I've got an old bike that has a much more padded saddle, so I'll see whether I need to use that, swap that over or not. I think that's not quite at the lowest setting, is it? So this is the 18-inch frame, and I'm about 5'9". I thought it might be on the slightly large size for me, but I think it will be okay. So things to do first: straighten up the handlebars. So we need an Allen key. Let's see if we can find the right size. That one's a little too big. Got a mixture of imperial and metric here, and I'm bound to be choosing the wrong ones first off. Let's see if we can that's the right size. What size was that? That was a 4mm Allen key. So I've got to undo this one. Undo, that one's already undone. And the reason I know how to do this is because I've watched the video on the website. So now you might not be able to see me doing this very easily. Maybe if I move a bit further back. I'll just bring you over to see the little bolts on here. So there's one here and one that side, and just did both of those up. And you'll also see here, if I can get it right, there is a little reflector on the front, which I'm going to need to tighten that up with a screwdriver, but I don't have a screwdriver with me right now. So now for a quick tour of the bike. It's got fairly chunky tyres. It's not quite mountain bike, but it should manage if I have to go on any old country paths. It's got disc brakes, which are hydraulic disc brakes, which apparently is quite good for a bike, particularly at this price point. Up here we have the computer that controls the amount of assistance. So there's 3 levels of assistance. We'll have another look at that when we've got it turned on. And we have a little bell up here, very simple, and 3 keys. To wait and see what those 3 keys are for, because I don't quite know what that's for yet. This is where the battery goes, down between your legs. I'll have to see whether that gives room for a lock or a bottle to be put anywhere on here. We've got a crossbar, a fairly low crossbar, and then the gears, I guess we should have a look at, which are the wrong side. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think 8 gears down here, and only one at the front. There's no front changing, so it's only an 8 or 9 speed, but hopefully that won't be a problem with the electric assistance. And you've got your derailleur, and I believe they're Shimano gears, which is, at least it's a make that I've heard of. The tyres are, if we can see there, puncture resistant, so let's hope that's true, because I don't fancy trying to change them on the commute. What else is there? We've just got the chain, the pedals, and the saddle. As I say, it's got a bit of give in it, it's not just a solid plastic saddle, so we'll see once we've ridden that for a bit how that is. Okay, so having unboxed the battery, I've decided that I better charge it up before I have a go with it. So I've just plugged it in my kitchen, and you can see here it's just got the one bar on the charger at the moment, so it doesn't come with a great deal of charge, which you wouldn't really expect. So I'll leave that on, and we'll see how long that takes. It's currently coming up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'll see how those bars come along over the next few hours. Okay, it's now 5 o'clock in the afternoon, or 5 past 5, so it's been on for an hour and a quarter actually. We're now up to 3 bars, so it's done pretty well for charging. We'll see how long it takes to get up to 4 now. Okay, it's now 7 o'clock and it is fully charged. I don't know exactly when it became fully charged, as I've not been keeping an eye on it for the last couple of hours, but it is charged now and we're ready to go.